At this current moment, what is most likely to kill you? I just learned this lesson 6 weeks later and it's still healing. It got infected within 48 hours and required a round of antibiotics. And before anyone says I didn't clean it well enough, I've taken American Red Cross first aid classes, was a near Eagle Scout, sadly was 18 when I hit Iraq so didn't qualify, and live with a retired firefighter. Do fuck around with cat bites. Unless you're bleeding out, bites that need stitches are unlikely to be an issue. It's the pinhole bites that go down half an inch and store bacteria like food in a prepper's bunker that you have to worry about. Job rejections are hard, but keep in mind the market is tough nowadays, and just because you didn't get the job doesn't mean you aren't a worthy employee. Also, even if you weren't a worthy employee, that does not reflect on you as a person. You aren't your career. Hang in there, keep trying, you'll get something. Also, apply to everything. Damn, I hear you. It's hard to get up each morning these days. I don't have anything to say other than I understand. Hope you find a sliver of happiness even if it's only for a few minutes or seconds. Closely related to the Imperial boatload, which, I am happy to report, is an actual Imperial unit. Okay, technically the unit is a bot, equivalent to 2 hag's heads, but I'm still happy about this particular ludicrous unit of the Imperial system. Some of these answers are serious, others are tongue-in-cheek, but this one is pretty much the worst. I just had a physical and my doctor gave me a 6-page printed list of the negative and deadly effects of being overstressed. She looked sheepish handing it to me, too, like so. This shit will probably send you to an early grave, and I know you could unwillingly tick off most of the boxes, but, oh, better informed than not, eh? I'd love not to be stressed, believe you me. Unfortunately, gestures widely to everything. I'm part of a suicide prevention committee, and I recently saw a research paper saying that people who have attempted suicide are 10x more likely to die of a heart attack at a young age than the general population, and it's because of emotional stress. This a serious concern at my job as well lol. Work at a hardware store with a roof that leaks more than not. We've put literally hundreds of buckets down around the store because the leaks. The break room, training room, and offices all have a drop ceiling with tiles, and the bathrooms have a sheetrock ceiling. Around half of the tiles in the break room and training room have come down, and every time it rains we have to shuffle the tables around to avoid getting rained inside the building. And the sheetrock in the women's bathroom at least is starting to bulge in places, and the tape on a couple of seams is starting to peel. There's a legitimate concern the damn thing is going to collapse soon, and of course we have to wait on corporate to drag their feet over getting the damn roof replaced and listen to all the customers bitch about how if we're a hardware store how the fuck is our roof still leaking. Yep, it's bad. Management can't do anything because it's so damn expensive, and replacing any of the tiles would be pointless when the roof still leaks. I heard we got pushed to the top of the list of stores that need a new roof, but we still have to wait months for it to even happen. And considering the track record for contractors corporate has hired previously to do things around the store, they're going to go with the lowest bidder and do a shitty job. Oh man, I feel your pain. I had a carotid artery spontaneously dissect itself. It was a few years ago, and I'm sitting here with nerve pain trying to calm the anxiety. They say it's so rare it'll never happen again, but it wasn't supposed to happen the first time. Complications from the immunosuppressants I take to control my raw. Catching some illness that gives me pneumonia that kills me is the most likely scenario. Raw isn't fatal, but fuck, it makes life miserable. I've got fucking raw too. I'm taking Simso, a biologic, and prednisone, 10 milligrams. I'm also old, 66, and fat. I figure this Delta variant of COVID might take me out. I'm vaccinated, but the vaccines don't work as well against the Delta variant, or if your immune system is suppressed. My health conditions, either my cancer, uncontrolled diabetes because my long-acting insulin won't work and I can't afford the life-saving equipment, one of my other autoimmune conditions, or the inability for an doctor to listen enough to help me. Myself, I have struggled with schizophrenia and other psychiatric-like issues not diagnosed, unfortunately, but symptoms are there. My doctor strongly believes I am just depressed, so he took all other medicine and all I have is an antidepressant and a vitamin. Bullshit, I know, and ever since every day gets worse and worse. I keep saying this pill is gonna be the death of me because it is. I'm just waiting for me to finally lose it. So to answer the question, Lexapro would be why. Yes, it's a copy and paste message. I am not gonna write a unique 20-page long message for everyone. If you need help, go talk to your friends, family and people you trust. Life can be great, so do not waste it, and also do not worry. Everything is gonna be better after the pandemic, and so just wait. Keep going forward because life is full of good experiences and memories that are gonna make you think it was all worth it. A lot of people that tried to end their lives remember that they changed their mind and are glad to be alive. If necessary, search for help and the internet if you can afford a therapist too, because I worry about you. Suicide is a permanent solution to a temporary problem. Almost everyone have a dark chapter in life. You can pass through it. By the way, do not be shy to call for help. Traffic accident or heart disease. I spend a ton of time on the road commuting, and heart disease runs rampant in my family, so I'm guessing genetics is going to get me there. I'm playing the odds on my death. Smoking cigarettes or boredom. I feel like I smoke enough to only smoke 1 or 2 more for the day. I even feel like napping. So in 12th grade I was in some little baseballs league with a couple of friends and we're finishing up and we lost pretty bad. So while the others are talking and eating food, I see my bully in uniform on the winner's table and his mom, so he looks at me and starts tell us how bad we all are baseball. At this point his mom has walked away, and so while he not looking, I walk away and run into his mom. She see how he's being an asshole, so we're just talking and she asked if I was a virgin. I said yes at the time and we ended up having sex. He found out after someone told him year ends, and that's fine. 4 years later or today I have a dentist appointment and the dentist is the one and only bully himself, so I'm screwed. My office building is super old and rickety and there's a physical therapy office directly above my desk. They're constantly dropping heavy weights on this floor and dust. Small pieces of the ceiling are constantly falling all over us. I'm just sitting here every day waiting to get crushed to death by a geriatric outpatient. Yes, it's a copy and paste message. I am not gonna write a unique 20-page long message for everyone. If you need help, go talk to your friends, family and people you trust. Life can be great, so do not waste it, and also do not worry. Everything is gonna be better after the pandemic, and so just wait. Keep going forward because life is full of good experiences and memories that are gonna make you think it was all worth it. A lot of people that tried to end their lives remember that they changed their mind and are glad to be alive. If necessary, search for help and the internet if you can afford a therapist too, because I worry about you. Suicide is a permanent solution to a temporary problem. Almost everyone have a dark chapter in life. You can pass through it. By the way, do not be shy to call for help. A pissed off religious zealot after saying I was Lucifer Morningstar while eating a tasty ripe kiwi, as the zealot was shouting out hate to a group goth kids holding a bowl of red jello. Yes, it's a copy and paste message. I am not gonna write a unique 20-page long message for everyone. If you need help, go talk to your friends, family and people you trust. Life can be great, so do not waste it, and also do not worry. Everything is gonna be better after the pandemic, and so just wait. Keep going forward because life is full of good experiences and memories that are gonna make you think it was all worth it. A lot of people that tried to end their lives remember that they changed their mind and are glad to be alive. If necessary, search for help and the internet if you can afford a therapist too, because I worry about you. Suicide is a permanent solution to a temporary problem. Almost everyone have a dark chapter in life. You can pass through it. By the way, do not be shy to call for help. Starvation. Dehydration. I am in my room at my grandma, watching YouTube on a smart TV and answering questions on the subreddit. I did not move from it since like 1630 until 1952. Obsessed. Central European summertime. A.K.A. GMT +2. Yes, it's a copy and paste message. I am not gonna write a unique 20-page long message for everyone. If you need help, go talk to your friends, family and people you trust. Life can be great, so do not waste it, and also do not worry. Everything is gonna be better after the pandemic, and so just wait. Keep going forward because life is full of good experiences and memories that are gonna make you think it was all worth it. A lot of people that tried to end their lives remember that they changed their mind and are glad to be alive. If necessary, search for help and the internet if you can afford a therapist too, because I worry about you. Suicide is a permanent solution to a temporary problem. Almost everyone have a dark chapter in life. You can pass through it. By the way, do not be shy to call for help. Malnutrition conjoined with working out at the gym. I don't know I eat enough calories in the day to live, but I have been getting lightheaded and my vision temporarily goes away when I stand up. I've only gotten dizzy enough to have to sit on the ground once. It's been freaking me out, but not enough for me to go to the doctor's office and pay money. I figured I would go when I fall to the ground again. A bullet through the window, because let's be honest, the mirror across the room isn't going to suddenly fall on me in the bathroom. My 3-year-old daughter attacking me and ripping my throat out so she can have all of the blueberries. Either my smoking or drinking, I suppose, or stress, or drug use. Really, I just combine a plethora of horrifically unhealthy lifestyle choices to deal with deep-seated issues. Not even trying to be edgy, but I am most likely to be the cause of my death. I've been screwed over for the last 5-6 years of my life. I've watched my livelihood get stolen from my family and I've watched everything I loved or believed in just go away. I can't even look at old pictures of my life without bursting into tears thinking about how it all went so wrong. I'm either going to die one of two ways. I'll give in to depression and end it, or I'll give in to revenge and do something stupid that'll get me killed. That's honestly a toss-up between other drivers on the road. I'm a delivery driver, so deal with them a lot. Or a heart attack. They've stopped recently, but for about a month I've had heart tremors. I don't have health insurance, so can't really go see about fixing that latter issue. I have what looks to be a cancerous growth but have no money to see a doctor, so I've just been letting it spread, so probably cancer. I've also been having chest pains a lot, so maybe a heart attack. Now, about to get a COVID shot soon. Probably between that and the lady riding her Amigo's scooter like she just stole it. Swollen battery in my 12-year-old iPod exploding while I'm asleep and causing me to die by fire. Maybe suffocating myself with my pillow if I see something twisted on Reddit. Been scheduled 12-hour shifts every day for most of the month, sleep 4 hours a day, 2 energy drinks a day just to keep going. I'm leaning towards heart failure. I am taking to a young woman because her father is my best friend. She is in an abusive relationship. Can only give her advice on what I see. If she leave him and he finds out I was involved, he may come after me for his shortcomings. But I'm only reading one side of the story. To be young and stupid. Oh, what an interesting time we live in. I drink Pepsi a lot, daily, Not in a super huge quantities but maybe about half a liter daily. I can already feel my teeth being more sensitive but I cannot help myself, I need that sugar. Before I was drinking Pepsi, I used to eat a lot of sweets, which I at least do not now, but now I have this problem, and no, Pepsi Light or any other garbage does not cut it. I need that sugar to function properly. A landslide of expected rains hit this weekend, living 2,400 feet above sea level on a mountain. I don't know much about building integrity and the crack in my ceiling isn't something I really worry about, but it has been getting bigger and my living space has given off some other warning signals. I do not think it is likely the building I live in will collapse soon, but I won't give it another 20 years XD. Heart disease probably. I have a family history of heart-related issues and I am going through a period of treating my body like a dumpster due to stress. Either that or getting stabbed. Seems pretty common around here at the minute. Atrial fibrillation leading into cardiac arrest. I'm on meds for it but my pulse always runs a little higher when I'm not feeling well, so do my other vitals. It's at around 140 BPM right now. A venomous snake coming through the pipes and biting me in the butt, but it is a 50-50 cause my poop is so stinky the dung beetles died. Aggravation from my wife who is never wrong and my sons who are just like her. I don't even argue or disagree with anyone anymore, I just keep my mouth shut and let everything go to shit. Shake my head, shrug my shoulders and walk away, then get yelled at because I didn't help to fix what they fucked up. Even though nobody fucking listens anyway, I hate my fucking life. The weird feeling that started in my lungs this year after 20 years of smoking. Bonus, I'm in the US, no medical, so can't confirm it with the doctor. I will just croak without oxygen one day, or night if I am lucky. Either this pain in my neck from sleeping wrong last night or my stress levels, whichever comes first. Having a box of dry plant nutrients bust open and choke my airways. At my job at a gardening supply store. Choking on something when I try to swallow. I've had difficulty swallowing all my life, which has gotten worse lately and my doctors have no answers. Had terrible head problems for the last 2.5 months that range from lack of mental clarity and dull headaches to stumbling over words and inability to do any intense thinking. The doctors I've visited have all claimed nothing is wrong with me, despite the fact that only one of them has run any actual tests. Even then it was a cord scan and they didn't even use any contrast fluids. Each time I go in they give me some new pill to cram down my gullet or feed me the obligatory eat healthy and exercise, despite the fact I've told them exercise seems to make it worse. I hope to God my family sues the fuck out of them if I die. My heart, well, my aorta specifically, the damn thing almost took me out last year. 2% chance of survival and I fucking made it. Emergency open heart surgery. My aorta dissected. It was the worst pain you can imagine. 8 hours surgery. 2 weeks in the ICU. They say I should live a long life with some limitations. Should, so who knows. Terrible drivers. I think we should have a driving test every 10 years for people. These motherfuckers need to be taking the bus. My skin condition, I scratch sometimes till it's purple and one day it'll give me sepsis if I don't stop itching it. I've had a sharp pain in my back and a fever for a week. It is entirely possible that I have a large kidney stone making its way through my urinary tract, although it could also be indicative of a larger problem with my kidneys. If I die it was probably my wife. Heroin. I've been struggling to get clean for years. I'll get a year. Relapse. 13 months. Relapse. 8 months. Relapsed. I've ruined my life so completely and yet I still have a hard time staying sober. So, yeah. It's literally the hardest thing I have ever had to do in my entire life. I'm trying so hard, but I'm so depressed that a lot of times I just say fuck it and convince myself that life won't get better and I might as well just be numb, thinking feeling nothing is better than feeling anything. Sorry to be a downer, just being honest. My dad, let me explain. He is a great guy then he's in a good mood. These moments are rare. When he is pissed off, whether it be at me or my siblings, he hurls stuff at me that really hurts. He apologies, but the damage has already been done.